If you don't have a Facebook account, get one.
I could describe Facebook in a couple words.
Sweet.
Time-consuming.
Addictive.
Generally useless.
Addicting.
Stalking.
Entertaining.
Pointless.
Pointless.
Poke.
If you're in high school and you don't have a Facebook, it's kind of weird.
If I sign on after a long time and I have no notifications, I mean, that's pretty normal, so.
Get kind of popular when I have a bunch of notifications.
Facebook does not influence my daily schedule.
I wouldn't say Facebook influences my life that much.
My primary use for Facebook is to stay connected with my friends in Europe and my friends in Wisconsin.
A place online for communication with friends.
I use Facebook to stay in touch with friends who go to different schools.
Keep me entertained when I'm bored.
I'd say my primary use of Facebook would be to connect and talk to friends that I couldn't do on my phone.
The best parts about Facebook is that I can have an instant message session with my friend in Hungary anytime I want.
The best parts about Facebook are the fact that you can have, like, invitations to stuff. Like, we'll have our grad party invitation on there.
It's really good for like arranging parties and stuff and get-togethers.
Like private events. That's kind of mean.
The worst things about Facebook are that people can see, like, all of your stuff, and your life is, like, trapped in the internet, which is super weird. Like, your parents could see it if they wanted to.
Facebook leads to, I think, bullying sometimes.
Facebook is very creepy. You can find out a lot about someone that you just know their name.
My roommate, who I Facebook stalk sometimes.
I sometimes feel that Facebook could be creepy.
Well, I think Facebook can be creepy sometimes, yeah.
You shouldn't, but I probably do judge other people from their Facebook.
You probably shouldn't judge people by their Facebook, but I probably do.
I don't think Facebook is a good judge of character.
Okay, well, I don't think Facebook would completely describe my personality in the most accurate way.
Facebook cannot describe me.
A lot of people will be really outgoing over the internet, but once you meet them in person, they can be like the shyest person you've ever met.
There's not a whole lot of personal information that you could get about me from Facebook. Well, I think the minimum age for Facebook should definitely be like at least 13.
When you're 13, you're in 8th grade and almost going into high school, so you're mature enough to have one.
For their own safety, probably 13 or 14.
Because, like, when we were in middle school, we had a MySpace, but it was basically the same thing.
You want to know someone, you meet them in person, not over the internet. I do feel like people put too much personal information on a public place like Facebook.
Facebook could probably describe you because you say so much stuff on there, and, like, they can track the things that you like.
12-year-olds really know how much information they give out online is too much information.
Especially if you're getting a job interview.
People put information on it and then are shocked when they figure out how many people know about it. I mean, everybody can see anything you put on there. And
I feel like it's going to take over the world.
Don't feel like I'm addicted to Facebook. I feel like I like it a lot.
I'm not addicted to Facebook.
I am not addicted to Facebook.
A lot of companies are already using it to advertise all their stuff.
Advertisements on Facebook don't influence me that much because they're always off to the side.
I think we're all pretty desensitized to advertising. We just look right over it.
E470, check us out on Facebook and win free tolls for a year.
Facebook will probably stick around for a while, but then just like MySpace or whatever, it'll get replaced by something else.
Some sort of social networking will always be around, whether it's Facebook or the next big thing.
Do you visit it at least once a day?
Like if I'm sitting bored in a restaurant or something, I'll look at it on my phone.
I use Facebook more than my phone to talk to people.
And people need to get a life.
Facebook disappeared, I'd probably feel disconnected from some people.
If Facebook disappeared, I would feel disconnected.
I gave up Facebook for Lent, so it disappeared for 40 days. And I did feel a little bit disconnected.
On an average day, I spend about, say, half an hour to an hour on Facebook.
2 or 3 times a day, probably.
So I've been on Facebook a lot.
It's like just talking to friends.
It's like an unstoppable force.
It is way too involved in our society.
Facebook is cool, yeah.
We all like to think we're popular.
See, I'm a good interviewee.
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera.
I'm staring into the camera.